Welcome to JR the Bossman Show. Got a great show for you this week. Got my man from Atlanta Hawks, the organist, Sir Foster. John and I going to break down the playoffs for you. Coach David Fisdale, your emails and the Boss Report. But as promised, online with our guy from Atlanta Hawks, Sir Foster. Foster, what is up, my man?
Fellas, what's going on?
Playoff basketball, man. Excitement in there. Ready to get this thing popping off with the Hawks on Saturday with you, man.
Yep. Yo, I'm just saying, if you're listening, y'all come out tomorrow. We're going to be at a spot. I'm going to tweet it later on, but we're going to be at a spot tomorrow for a watch party. We're actually going to be watching the game. I'm going to be out there. We're also going to have flight crew and all that. The place is called Bench Warmers, and it's on Claremont Road. So if you don't want to wait till Saturday, y'all come out tomorrow. I'm going to be DJing it. Like I said, we're going to have cheerleaders. We're going to have games. We're going to have flight crew and all that. It's going to be a real good experience. So y'all come out there with us.
Now, you going to be on the organ, Foster, or you going to be just DJing? Or you going to be on the organ, actually?
Both.
Wow. Okay.
Both. We're trying to make it something really big. So, yeah, y'all come out.
Now, bro, I have to ask you this, 'cause I really want to know how you do this, man. So, like, when you're in the game, what is your playlist like? How many songs you have queued up to play, or do you kind of play by ear or as it happens? How's that work for you, man?
You just have to let the game dictate it. You always let the game dictate it. And you can always make plans and say, at some point, I want to play this song, or at some point, I want to play that one. But if the game doesn't call for it right then, it can, it could be the best song in the world and just not go over well. So that's the first thing, is to always be keyed into not only the game, but like the energy of the people, and kind of see where they're at, so you can play music to either match where they're at or get them where you want them to go.
Now, Foster, it took me about maybe 10 to 15 years to kind of get okay at playing a couple songs on the piano. How long does it take you to master a song on the organ?
Well, so at this point, practicing is just what I do naturally, because I've been a professional musician for a long time. So at this point, anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple hours, depending on what the song is. But like I said, you want to be practicing all the time anyway. So it's not really a big thing to me. I just have to, make it part of the daily, part of who I am.
And in Foster, you always have the hottest new songs as well out. Like, I hear songs you play before they actually get on the radio. Like, some of them, I'm like, oh, wow, okay, I hear the radio. Okay, Foster play at the game. So it's like you always ahead of the game with music as well. So you like on iTunes a lot, or you like listening to, how do you get these songs before everybody else know about them so quickly?
What's interesting is that I just play songs I like. And when I hear a new album and I hear a song, I'm like, man, this song is hot. So I just start playing it, because I know, the thing about it is that there was a time where people had to, go buy the CD and have time to, listen to the album and digest it before they knew what the song was. So you couldn't play something that just came out this week. But now we have streaming services, so nobody has to go buy the CD anymore. As soon as the album drops, everybody's heard every song. So within 2 days, everybody knows it. And so now, the pace of music is faster, and it allows me to come up and say, okay, I know everybody listening to that new whatever. So I know they're going to know this when I play it, and I'm going to do it because I think it's hot.
Now, Foster, when you look back over the years and you think back to memorable Hawks games, what's the first few that jump out to you when you say to yourself, man, or even just like when you're talking with friends and family, the games that pop up in conversation that you remember? Which ones are those?
It's not necessarily games. It's more so the first time I saw certain players. I'll never forget the first time I saw Derrick Rose. He jumped up for a rebound, flat-footed off two feet, jumped up, cocked it back, and dunked it, and it was like he had rubber in his shoes. I didn't know he could jump that high. I was like, man, this guy is a pro. Never forget the first time I saw Kevin Durant. He just hit every shot. He was an amazing jump shooter. The first time I saw LeBron, I remember that. Just every time I saw Kobe, because Kobe did stuff like I've seen him be covered to the point where there's no space, and he somehow creates space and spins around and hits a fadeaway like it was nothing. And went back to arguing with the referee, like he had not just shot with no space in between him. Like it was. So it's more so stuff like that.
Foster, I gotta say, like, I want to talk about this game we had where the Hawks came back on the Cavs. They're down by
Hmm.
26 points, and the guys' locker room said that your energy and your music kept them involved, kept the fans involved. So
They said
knowing,
that?
yeah, in the locker room after the game. So knowing that the guys hear you play and it keeps the fans engaged and help to get them energy, spur them on. How does it make you feel? And seeing them come back, knowing you just kept in the moment, you kept doing your thing. People stayed and enjoyed themselves. How did it make you feel knowing that you're a big part of people's experiences of every Hawk game?
That's actually really huge. And it's funny that you should mention that because I remember at the fourth quarter of that game, we were down by like 26. And I just remember at about the 10-minute mark, I just felt like, you know what? I need to make a conscious effort to make sure I keep going. Like, I don't think this is over. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know the guys listened to me. I was like, you know what? I think we need to just hang in there. I think there's some type of energy here. I can't tell what it is, but it's some type of energy here. And so I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? I just kept like, yo, let's go Hawks defense. And I just kept doing stuff, kept the energy up the whole time because I just felt there was something inside that just said, that needs to happen right now. And then the next thing I knew, we tied the game. And I was like, holy crap, we really did that. And we ended up winning that game. So it really makes me feel great to know that I play a part, but it also lets me know that I should always trust my instincts, which a big part of just doing what I do is simply trusting your instincts. When you feel something, go with it. And, you always need to be that. You always need confirmation. You always like to see that be reaffirmed. And I'm getting it from what you're telling me.
Like, I can quote one guy. Kent Bazemore said, and I quote, "It's not a song that Foster can't play. That I heard him not be able to play, but he always keeps us going. We hear him, and we hear the fans. Like, he said, we have 7 men, us, Ryan, and you. Okay? That's what the players say about you and the role you all play in the games for them. And that comeback, it all came to light to how you two, along with them, stayed in there and kept them engaged and kept them wanting to fight the Cavs and get that comeback win."
Wow. Let me just give a big shout out to, first of all our Hawks players who, Kent Bazemore, Tim Hardaway, Dwight, Schroeder, I'm sorry. Paul Millsap, all the guys, always been cool, always been great. And, just keep fighting. I love our guys. And shout out to the Hawks organization for really just taking a chance on me and, letting what I do turn into what it has become. Because, it took some foresight on their part to be able to kind of see, what could happen and what the possibilities are. And, what we have is great. I love to be part of everything that's going on in Atlanta. And I'm happy that I can really play a role. And hopefully, we can really do it for the city and bring a championship home one day. That's the ultimate goal.
Now, Foster, obviously the role that you play with the organization is based on the music and your talent that you bring to the table. So what is it about music that triggered your love for it, and what got you into it? For me, when I listen to music, it can change a mood. Audio can do so much to your mood. It can change the outlook on your day. It can do so many different things. What was it for you that triggered your love for music?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know, because I've always, like, my mom says when we were kids, we used to always walk around the house singing songs and stuff. So I guess it was just always something that spoke to us. I don't know if I can remember any one event or any one thing about music that made me say, hey, I'm gravitating to this, because I like so many different types of music, and a different type may not have that thing. So I think it's just always been a part of who I am. I think that was just something that was inside me, and maybe, this is what I was put here to do.
Now, the one thing I just made a mention of this, whenever I listen to music, I'm a huge music fan. I listen to all kinds of different genres. I would have loved to have been a musician and learn how to play. I just was never really that gifted musically, but I love listening to music. And the thing for me is I find it so it's odd. You get that feeling where if you hear a live show that you're listening to a recording of a live show, and you might get chills, up your spine, or it might make you feel a certain way. I've always found that interesting about music, and I wondered from a musician's perspective, does that cross your mind when you're recording something that you actually can have that effect on people as they listen?
When you're recording it, no, because you yes and no. You want to set out to make music that does that, but you just have to kind of be in the moment and do what the song is telling you to do. The way I look at it is, if you're actually writing a song, is that the song already exists. It's just that it needs a conduit to get from the, how do I say, the mental realm or the spiritual realm to the physical realm. And you're the conduit. So essentially that song can only come through you. So you don't have to create the song. You just need to be open and listen to what the song is telling you, because sometimes you don't get all the song right away. Sometimes you only get the hook. Sometimes you only get the beat. Sometimes parts of the song appear and you should just listen and wait until the rest of the song reveals itself. So that's kind of how I look at it. You just listen to what the song is telling you, and you're just basically transcribing what was already in the universe and was waiting on you to open up so it could get here. And then you essentially deliver it to the people. And that's kind of how I look at the creation of the process. But when you listen to something and get those chills down your spine, that is the greatest feeling ever. And yes, that does happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that's just a huge part of music for me, is the way that it makes you feel, how audio can make you feel something inside so deep. Now, the other thing that JR and I have been kind of going back and forth with this evening via text messages, Coach David Fizdale of the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know if you saw that post-game interview that he gave or not after the game, but it was pretty funny in some respects. In other respects, it was kind of pointed in the way that he was talking about the officials and the way the game played out. Have you seen that interview? And if so, can you comment on your thoughts about it?
I have not seen the interview.
Okay, JR, go break it down, JR.
Okay, Foster, this is what happened.
Uh-huh.
Coach Fizdale was very angry about how the Spurs got so many free throw calls, and Kawhi Leonard shot more free throws than the Grizzlies shot the whole game of Game 2. And so he said they're not going to rook us, and if we get this many shots, they get this many shots, it's obviously that we didn't have a chance tonight. Then he said, take that for data, and walked off. It's a very
He what?
He said, take that for data, and walked off.
He gave all kinds of stats, and then he basically gave all kinds of stats on the free throw shooting, and then just dropped the mic and walked off.
I'm gonna send it to you off there. I'm gonna send it to you off there, so you have the videos. You can see, like, wow, okay, I see what you guys talking about. It was crazy, man.
Well, you know what, man? Like, honestly, we forget that our professional athletes and coaches are human. And, I mean, these guys they invest hours and hours and hours into playing these games. And when you feel like, first of all, it's always tough for them to lose. Imagine if you're a fan, it hurts to lose. But if you were actually in the game, it is like excruciating pain to lose. They stew over it for hours. Well, if you feel like it was something that was out of your control, that's the reason you lost, can you imagine how that would make you feel? So, at some point, guys are going to snap. I'm sure that coach probably was looking like, okay, you know what? This has to be said. If I get fined, so be it. But, I've invested all these hours, and I feel like something was out of my control, and it shouldn't be that way. So he had to give his, opinion, and what we probably saw, again, I haven't watched it, but from what you guys are telling me, it sounds like we saw a very real, unscripted, raw moment.
Yes.
And those.
It reminds me of Coach Green, Foster. Remember the guy from the Cardinals, Dennis Green?
I did see that interview. I remember watching that live. They are who we thought they were, and
yes.
We let them off the hook. Now, if you want to crown
right
them,
up there with that one.
Yes. Yes, I was watching that.
Yeah. So, last one for you, bro, is this. What are your new products you got coming up? And just for the people who want to know this, Foster, when the Hawks are not in season, how is your off season? What do you do in off season when there's no Hawk games to go play?
just, I mean, I like studio work. I like making beats. I do that. Occasionally I can play at different events and things of that nature, spot dates here and there, and mostly just think of ways that I want to grow. Like, is there something I want to add to my playing? Do I want to learn something new? Is there a new style of music that I would like to listen to? Is there something outside of music completely that I want to do? Do I want to read some books? Stuff like that. I just try to, grow as much as I can during the off season, both inside and outside of music. Just in life in general sometimes. Because when the season comes back, we have a pretty much 8-month grind and it's a lot. I enjoy it, but it's a lot. So I try to take some time for myself in the off season.
I hear that. Now, Foster, John sort of tell you something, but John must have forgot.
No, I was just waiting. I think you jumped me, man. What I was saying was, we should have you on to join us as a guest co-host periodically. Once the season ends, you have some free time. Come in, jump on the recording with JR and I. Have some fun with us, man.
You know what? I'm totally open to that idea. Totally open to it. It sounds like it will be fun.
It will, man.
We'll get you on for the Boss Report. You have a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's really a fun segment, Foster. It might blow your mind the first time, but you'll get used to it real quick.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can make that happen.
No doubt, man. Foster, I tell you, every time you come on, it's always a great interview. You always give us great insight. John, I appreciate you. Appreciate your friendship. And, man, thanks for always supporting the show and being who you are, man.
Hey, guys, thank you guys for having me, as always. And, thank you for always supporting me.
All righty, folks. It's Sir Foster here on the Bossman Show.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Is obviously the group you started with in the second half brought you back. What did you see in that unit that compelled you to change?
Desperation. Just trying to get something going, trying to create a spark in our team, which it worked, and I was really just proud of the all-out raw competition that our team brought to the game. I don't think anybody watching this game could say that we were out-competed in that second half. I just really thought we brought an incredible, ferocious effort in the second half. Obviously, it wasn't enough, but whatever.
With the way that lineup played, Coach, do you almost have to go back to that in Game 3 because of...
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna evaluate that stuff when I cool off and have a glass of wine on the plane and look at the film.
How important was that way you came back towards?
Oh, it was huge. It was huge. It just got our confidence back. We needed to see that we could still compete with this team at a high level. It's unfortunate that I got a guy like Mike Conley who in his whole career has got 0 technical fouls and just cannot seem to get the proper respect from the officials that he deserves. It was a very poorly officiated basketball game. Zach Randolph, the most rugged guy in the game, had 0 free throws, but somehow Kawhi Leonard had 19 free throws. First half, we shot 19 points, 19 shots in the paint, and we had 6 free throws. They shot 11 times in the paint, and they had 23 free throws. I'm not a numbers guy, but that doesn't seem to add up. Overall, 35 times we shot the ball in the paint. We had 15 free throws for the game. They shot 18 times in the paint and had 32 free throws. Kawhi shot more free throws than our whole team. Explain it to me. We don't get the respect that these guys deserve because Mike Conley doesn't go crazy. He has class, and he just plays the game. But I'm not going to let them treat us that way. I know Pop's got pedigree, and I'm a young rookie, but they're not going to rook us. That's unacceptable. That was unprofessional. My guys dug in that game and earned the right to be in that game, and they did not even give us a chance.
All right, thank you.
Take that for data.
All right, folks, back here on the Bossman Show. You just heard Atlanta Hawks Organist Sir Foster on the Bossman Show. And let's reset the interview, John. I tell you, Foster, time he comes on, very insightful, very informative, great energy, loves being here, wants to be here. And it was a conversation. Not interview, it was a conversation. Those interviews are conversations that you have with people, John. And I feel like Foster and us always is a good conversation, man.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's really, when you and I sit down off air and set the show up for the week and kind of keep the show on a path where we want it to go, what we think it should be, that's the recurring theme that we always come up with, is that we don't want to sit here and do canned interviews. We want to have a conversation with the people that come on. And when you do that, you get great interviews like we just had with Sir Foster. You ask a question and they stop, they think about the answer, and they give you some great insight as, a response to what you're asking. And that's what we try to provide. So I think that's when you get that great quality content, not only from Sir Foster, as you just heard, but from, last week's guest. You can go back and listen. And we had some great conversations with some, newly minted coaches in college basketball, and, some guys that are up and comers, some real up and comers in college basketball to keep your eye on. And they gave some great insight into how they got to where they are, the way that they approach the game, the way that they approach coaching, all kinds of other things that we discussed. And, I think it was great, man.
And I love, people don't realize this, but we have a new coach initiative here on the Bossman Show where we start to interview new head coaches of D1 basketball, college football, and NBA and NFL. That's our mission. Now, I can't guarantee these guys come on the show, but our mission is to reach out to every last one of them. Now, it's on them and their PR departments whether they want to come on or not. But, John, I also want to give you an example. Coach Matt McCall, somebody who we met via the initiative. Now me and him are good buddies and friends. He's a UMass now, a buddy and friend of the show. Coach McCaslin from last week came on as part of the program with Arkansas State. Still buddies and friends as he heard last week on the show. The great rapport me and him have with each other. And John, what do you feel about that program we started in 2015 and it's still going in 2017? How do you feel about how this program's really worked on the show for as a guest and content-wise and relations we've built over the years with these guys who came on via our initiative we started in 2015?
Well, I think it's been great, first of all, to make these connections and relationships with these coaches. It's been beneficial to the show in terms of not only the show's access around Division I and around the pro sports leagues, college, both football and basketball. But it's also been great, as far as I can tell, for the listening audience as well. They've gotten a lot of great insight. We've gotten a lot of great feedback from the interviews that we do with these coaches. And I think from that perspective, it's, I listen to the show on playback, periodically. I'll go back and listen. Obviously, you and I are doing the show, so we know what we talked about. We don't really have to go back and listen to it for content other than to hear quality and things like that to assess, our performance on the air. But I'll go back and listen to interviews periodically, and a lot of the things that these coaches have talked about in response to some of the questions that we've asked, if you go and you look at the history following that interview, a lot of those things have come to fruition, or you can see how their answers and their responses play out on the court or play out in the news, where there may be a positive situation with their program, or maybe the way that they dealt with a negative situation within their program. You can gain a lot of insight into these guys and how they operate and their mindset, just by listening to some of our interviews. So I think from that aspect, I've been very happy with the initiative that you started, frankly, and it was a good decision on your part, because I think it's brought great content and it's created great relationships with some of these guys throughout the pro leagues and obviously the Division I college leagues as well.
I could say Coach Donnie Tyndall. He came from that program. Coach Brian Gregory came from that program. Josh Pastner was a new coach at Georgia Tech, but we had a relationship with him in Memphis. So it's just to see how this is what I say, John, anybody listen to the show out there or any SID or PR person, you should want your coach to come on this show or player to come on this show, because we treat them with respect. We're prepared. We've done our background work. We're not going to ask them canned questions. It's going to be a fun conversation. I only know 2 guys that came on the show where it was not good. And one of them's not in coaching anymore. And one of them coaches football at a college that I'm not going to mention. But
well, you know what? You gave a good example, and it's Coach Tyndall, okay? With all the things that Coach Tyndall went through, it would have been very easy for us to have him on and for us to sit there and ask him, leading and negative questions about the situation that he was in, but that doesn't serve anyone's interest. It doesn't serve his interest. It doesn't serve our interests. Everyone, it was reported widely in the news. Everyone knew exactly what was going on, exactly what was alleged. So we gave him the opportunity to come on, talk to us about whatever it is that he wanted to talk about. He was very open and candid about the situation he was going through. And I think that's something that I'm proud of is that you don't have somebody on who may have a situation going on, whether it be personally or professionally, and you're going to sit there and belabor that point and badger them about that and have a continuing conversation about that, because, we try to lift people up rather than bring them down. So I think that that's a positive thing. We like to have positive interviews. There's too much negativity out there all across all kinds of broadcast radio, print news, internet news. It's all negative. That's what people want to feed off, the negativity, and we go against the grain in that regard, and I'm proud of that fact.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of Coach Tyndall, John, the Raptors 905 is in the Eastern Conference Finals of the D-League. They won game 1 last night. They got game 2 coming up this weekend. So Coach Tyndall and Coach Stackhouse are getting the job done up there for the Raptors 905, man.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, if you go again, this is what I was talking about before. You go back and listen to the interview we did with Coach Stackhouse. It's easy to see why they're having success. I mean, if you listen to that interview and his responses to the questions that we asked him, it's easy to see why his guys play hard for him, because he's, obviously got it together. He's a great coach. And, to his credit, he's got a guy like Donnie Tyndall on his staff, who's another great coach, and they're doing their thing. So, I'm proud to have both those guys on air with us.
And, John, did you see Tony Romo be a Maverick for a day, man? And what was you feeling about him, the Mavericks honoring him and giving him his own song? And, also him warming up with the team. And, he kind of scored on Devin Harris a little bit. Did you like seeing Tony Romo out there? Did you think it was good for the Mavs to honor him?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I thought it was it was kind of a little strange. I didn't really understand it, to be honest with you, but whatever, do what you do. I mean, it's something. I think it's more so for the fans in the city of Dallas than it is for any other purpose. It's something that they can all kind of have fun with, engage in, and it's kind of a conversation thing, around the city more so than it is nationally. Look, man, Tony Romo has been a great success in the NFL. He was a guy that wasn't expected to do much of anything as far as I can remember when he came into the league. So the amount of success that he's had went well above and beyond the expectations that scouts and coaches had for him coming in. So he actually is one of my favorite NFL players over the last 10, 15 years. He's just one of those dudes that goes out. He's not like your typical, as far as I can tell. I've never met the guy, but it doesn't seem like a typical prima donna quarterback. He goes out there, he gets the job done, plays hurt, and he's put up monster numbers. He gets knocked for this, that, and the next thing, throwing interceptions at bad times and whatnot. But he's won a lot of big games too, and he's come through in the clutch a lot of times. And I think people forget how good of a quarterback Tony Romo is and was for the Dallas Cowboys.
And forward in his 19th season, the Big Daddy Tom from the G, number 41, Nowitzki. And forward in his first season, from Florida, number 10, Dorian Finney-Smith. And that guard in his first season from Eastern Illinois, welcome to Dallas, number 9, Tony Romo. Your head coach is Rick Carlisle. Tonight's announcers for Hampton, Richardson, and Tyler Moore.
We're waiting to hear from Dirk in just a moment. He'll be addressing the crowd here at American Airlines.
Your head coach, Rick Carlisle.
And so will Rick Carlisle.
Can everyone hear me? I'm going to turn this over to Dirk in 1 second, but I want to acknowledge a couple of people. Coach Jason Garrett, who's here tonight representing the Cowboys. Thank you for being here. Coach Scott Linehan, who's here from the Dallas Cowboys tonight. Thank you for being here. It's because of guys like Tony Romo and Dirk Nowitzki that guys like me and Garrett get to hang around a place like Dallas for a few years. So I just want to say thank you to you. Thanks to Tony, and turn this over to Dirk.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for the support all season long. It's been a rough season with some ups and downs, but you guys made it special every home game, so thanks for that. And also, we're here to celebrate and honor my good friend Tony Romo. Yes. Thanks for everything you've done for Dallas, and you've represented us great. We're all proud of you. So thank you very much. Go Tony Romo.
We're going to make the Nuggets wait another 10 minutes. Sorry, guys. Thank you, guys. This is an honor that I could never dream of. It's a little embarrassing, but I tell you what, I'm a very lucky guy. Thank you, Dallas. I love you.
Nice thoughts from Rick Carl.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blu-ray Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
back here on the Bossman Show. John, I was joined by Sir Foster. We talked a little bit about Coach Fizdale. We talked about, the show initiative. So, hey, now we're going to go list the emails. John, are you ready for this week's version of the emails, man?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Alrighty. I'll take the first one here with Bahone and Cersei Taylor. What's up? I hear show for new time ass week. You mean last week maybe, but ass week? I wanted to male knee you. Girl I like. She not pretty though, but she let me sauce with her. The way to this cake, the not pretty. Waterman help me, HEB. Michigan, Maurice, and Pontiac, John, your take.
I always assume when we get names like Bahoney and Cersei Taylor that you're always first, okay? So you're Bahoney and I'm Cersei Taylor in this scenario, correct? I just want to make sure we have this straight from the beginning.
I think that's correct, yeah.
Okay. So it sounds to me like he's asking us for help on how to, like, he's already hooking up with this chick, right?
Yeah.
And this is so sad that we're actually able to decipher these emails. That's how demented our minds have become from doing this. Okay, so he's already hooking up with this chick. I don't understand the way to Discakia, the not pretty. What is he asking for help? I guess he's asking for some help. What kind of help can we give this man?
I mean, I guess Discakia. Not notice, disregard, maybe.
Oh, so he's saying how can he still sauce with her and not notice the ugliness of this chick? Okay,
don't take her out nowhere. Just
that's easy. That's easy.
Yep. Go home.
Hit it and quit it, bro. Okay, don't take her out in public. First of all, I know some ladies are gonna be upset, but the truth hurts sometimes. Okay, if you got hit with the ugly stick, you're just gonna be one of those at-home girls. Okay. Maybe you got something else going on. Maybe you got that body that's banging, but the top shelf just is a wreck. Okay, so there's two things you can do, Michigan Maurice. Like JR said, there's actually three things you can do. The first is like JR said, stay at home. Relax. Just let this girl know you like to relax at home. You're a homebody. You don't want to go out to eat. You don't want to go to the movies. Hit the Netflix. Order in. You're good to go in that regard. The second is, there's a reason God invented doggy style, Maurice, and this is one of them. This is one of the reasons. Right here. Okay. Now, doggy style, reverse cowgirl, that works. If for whatever reason, you have to face up with this girl while you're, saucing with her, turn the lights out, bro. Make sure it's pitch black in there. Pitch black. Close your eyes and think about, Halle Berry or J-Lo or somebody else who you find attractive. You've got to mind over matter, man. You got to do a Jedi mind trick on that. Jedi mind trick. That's what I'm saying.
And don't let daylight catch you, Maurice.
Don't let daylight catch you. Oh, you got me on that one. I'm sorry, man. Broke up my voice on that one.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, email number 2, JR, comes from us. From a man named Watson in Denver. Okay. He writes, Muslim Jerry and Simeon Beckler. Okay, first of all, let's just stop right there. I had no idea that you were of Muslim faith. Okay, more power to you. How come I'm all of a sudden I am officially a member of the African American community, I believe, because now I'm Simeon Beckler, and earlier I was Cersei Taylor, so...
Exactly.
Is that what I'm to assume, or that I'm slowly being indoctrinated into the African American culture? Is that correct?
I think you are. I mean, if you're Simeon, I guess we're both. I guess like a Muslim name too. Ain't Simeon? Is
yep.
That?
I guess I'm down. Hey, I'm in.
All right, Watson. You say so, brother.
Now Watson says, glad to hear your voices again. I like the other people. I like you all butter. Pep Talk is out here tomorrow for tomorrow evening and win day. Can't shake the feeling, the rain of storms of here money. The dry is here on the low. Let me know. So feel free to decipher that one, JR.
Well, Watson, I'm glad you like to hear our voices again. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing other people love. But yes, John and I do it the best. Now, Pep Talk is out here tomorrow, and I guess that's Wednesday. It means Wednesday, I hope. I don't know what Pep Talk. I don't know what that is, my man. Is there like Pep Boys seminar, or is there like a motivational seminar or something? A Pep? I don't know. Can't shake the feeling of the rain and of storms of here money. I mean, is the rain costing you to not make any money because you're a construction worker, my man, or your job is outside, you can't make any money, or maybe your lawn you care because of the rain? I don't know. The dry is here on the low. What is the dry, my man? What is that code for? A drug?
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, he just at the end, he just went like super secret spy agent on us. Like, he said, the dry is here on the low, and then let me know. Like we're supposed to know what that means, right?
Exactly. Watson, my man. First part of the email, I understand it, but the last 4 lines, I don't get that, my man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit us back with some more info, Watson.
Yeah. So, I don't know what this number 3 is about, but here we go. Who is low life? I don't know what your deals is. I know what you told my husband. He better shape up and stop looking at you for advice. Ace of spades like it's water. He'll be on a charger to you all with a Justice juice in a carton. Selena in Chicago.
Well, first of all, she's obviously talking to you. So...
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. We already established earlier in the segment that the first name listed belongs to you. There is no second name here, JR, so by default, that's you. So, you're the headliner. It's the JR the Bossman Show. I'm sorry about that. This is the way it works out. Now, with this woman, obviously, it took some offense. Maybe she is Michigan Maurice and Pontiac. Maybe that's his chick, and we gave him some bad advice because she is pissed. Zanita is pissed, dude.
Exactly.
She is pissed. We gave her husband some advice, and apparently it did not go over too well over there in Chicago. So, answer me this question. Do you know what Ace of Spades like it's water means?
No.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because I thought maybe I was like out of the loop on what Ace of Spades meant. Like maybe it was like new street lingo or something, you know?
I don't know what that is at all.
Glad to know. What about Justice juice in a carton? Any idea on that one?
Negative. I never heard of quote Justice juice. I never heard that before.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Don't know what that is.
Anita, whoever your husband is, we didn't do it. You can find you a new man or a new woman, whoever your choices is. Find somebody else. But
I just figured this out. Yeah, I just figured this out. She's not talking to either one of us. This is for J.C. Smith. I don't know how his email got mixed in with ours, but we got to forward that on to J.C. That's not for us.
He has been reading emails.
Yeah,
yes.
See? Yeah,
yes.
I don't know how that got mixed up in there, JR. We got to get that over to J.C.
Yes, we do.
The next email, JR, comes from G. Diggity in Jacksonville. He says, Florida man, this is going to be good. Now, he says Brother J and Brother B. Obviously, again, he got the names fair. That's pretty accurate for listener emails. That's pretty accurate.
Yes, it is.
Look, it's this sister I got the business for, Chiefs. She got the right assessments, brothers. I got to have the business with that on me. So good men. The methodology and play path to acquire the business for myself. Can you bestow upon me? And that's from G. Diggity in Jacksonville, JR. I feel like this is right up your alley, bro.
My man, you got the sister. You want to get her? I got you. You have to get the right assessment. Does that mean her ass, or you mean the right attachment, my man? I mean, but I get your point. If it's the bottom, I'm all for that, my man. Look here, my man. Be yourself, my man. In order to play the path of mythology, be yourself. Have confidence. Go for say, yo, what's up? My man, my name is G Diggity. What's up, man? Look, I was gonna take you out sometime. You a fine chick or what have you. Let it know you better. And let it chips fall where they may, my man. Hey, she feels that. You go out with her, show her a good time, and my man, you are halfway there to getting her as your business. And the business will be there for you. So do your thing, my man. Be yourself. Show her your personality. Jiggity, you a Florida man like myself. We represent for ours. So as a Florida man, get the job done, diggity. You can do it, my man. Be yourself. Show her a good time. Show her personality. And you will get the job. She's a Florida woman. She will rock with you, my man, because the boss man said so.
Yeah, and roll up a tube sock and stuff it down your pants before you talk to her.
Exactly.
Couldn't help it, sorry.
Yes, indeed. Hey, G Diggity, straight up.
Seriously, we'll take him to. You send him over to J.C. Smith, he'll be sending him over to player school.
Exactly. Here we go. This is interesting. J-Ear. J-E-Y-E, ear, and Dwayne.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just, at this point, I'm just going to start rocking a dashiki.
Dwayne. Okay, quote Dwayne. So, Jimmy down the shack told me H.H. Gregg, Sears JCB is closing. Can't be true sports boys. So if this weight, nose, and knowledge is real, what the hell am I going to do for security of mercenary and secondary merchant sources? How's an eye for the day today and barber dudes with the Papa, Bleep, Eddie, and Gary at Caesars?
Okay, so Jimmy down at the shack told him that H.H. Gregg, Sears, and J.C. Penney are all closing. Now, that may be true in that area. I would be surprised. I mean, that's 3 pretty big stores to be closing. But Gary, Indiana, you know, they have had some issues in the past, so but it's entirely possible. If that's true, what are you going to do for security of mercenary and secondary merchant sources? You know, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with the Gary, Indiana area. I don't know what other options are available for you. And frankly, Eddie, I don't know what the hell you're talking about as it refers to security of mercenary and secondary merchant sources. So I would love to be able to give you some advice, but I really just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Exactly, Eddie. I don't know what somebody is, my man. Like, your email is readable, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about, my man. I don't.
I mean, I'm assuming he's asking where else he can go to shop for the goods that these 3 stores sell. My guess is to the next town over. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. I mean, or shop online, my man.
Indianapolis? Amazon? I don't know, bro. Figure it out.
Or online.
Right.
So, that's our emails today. John, before we go to the Boston Report next, what is your take on today's emails, man?
I just, first of all, I found it odd that Zanita in Chicago, her email to JC got mixed in with these. That doesn't happen very often. We're going to have to put our JC filter on the emails. I found out today that apparently I am now a member of the African American community, JR. I think I'm going to start checking that box on applications for things.
Exactly.
You know, my name's Simeon Beckler. I might change my name to Simeon Beckler. It's got a nice ring to it.
Exactly. Right? Can you hold it and quote Dwayne?
Yeah, that actually might be my new name, Simeon Dwayne Beckler. That's got a good ring to it, right?
Yes, JB. Simeon Dwayne Beckler. I like it.
Yeah, all right. So that's, you know, number 2 and number 3. I could be honest with you, these actually, they weren't too terrible as far as being able to decipher. A couple of them, we really just couldn't figure out what they were talking about. But for the most part, there were some actual sentences that could be passed for the English language in these emails, and that's surprising.
Exactly. Folks, good job. Send emails to holla@bossmanradio.com. They come to my Gmail on my phone. It comes to the iPad and the desktop. So send the emails. We will get to them. We'll read the best ones. We read emails that week. So keep sending them, please, to holla@bossmanradio.com. Coming next is John, and I bring you the Boss Report after the break.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
DJ Eskimo saying the coolest DJ on the motherfucking planet. Wicked tones, you know what I'm saying? What's Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
Back here on the Bossman Show, we talked to Sir Foster. We've had a great discussion about the show. We did emails. Now it's time for the Boss Report. And John, I know you ain't done it in a few weeks, but are you ready for the Boss Report?
Oh yeah, man, I'm a Boss Report vet, man. It's like riding a bike. I could do this in my sleep, JR. Actually, I've had dreams about doing a Boss Report with you before. I have done it in my sleep, so let's do it.
No doubt. Well, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story, we got Papa John. 3 Tennessee teens are arrested after unloading gunshots at Market because their pizza had the wrong toppings and the chick who took the cash wouldn't give her their number.
They had to add that in there as a reason why.
Exactly.
Why did you pop off some shots in the parking lot, young man? They gave us the wrong pizza toppings, and Janelle said no to giving up her number. We were pissed. Like, why are you popping off shots, man? Like, whatever happened to, like, throwing rocks at the window in the store or tagging the side of the store. Like, why all of a sudden is everybody walking around with a Glock popping shots off in the air? Like, we live in, Lebanon or something. Like, people are just walking around with AKs in the middle of the day popping off shots. What's up, man? Why?
Exactly. And Florida man is arrested after threatening officer on Facebook for liking his lady friend's photo, sending her a message on Facebook saying, quote, "Can I take you out tonight?"
Oh, so the cop tried to get with some dude's girl on Facebook?
Yes.
And some dude then threatened the cop on Facebook?
Yes. And he got arrested.
You know what? I mean, just because you're a cop doesn't mean you can go around, asking other guys' chicks out with no repercussion. I mean, how did he threaten him? Did he threaten to kill him, or did it say what the threat was?
Yes, I'm gonna quote, "beat your monkey ass."
Oh, I mean, come on. That's not anything to get arrested over. How many times, dude, in my life, do you know how many times I've told people something like that face to face? I mean, come on. Just because it's a cop, you get arrested?
Pretty much. They hide behind a badge. They had badge power.
See, and that's why guys like that give good police officers a bad name. Like, if that happens to you on social media and you're a police officer, just admit that to yourself, like, I probably shouldn't have been hitting on that chick. She, obviously he's got a boyfriend, and just let it ride. Like, why you got to go why do you have to go to your buddies and get the guy arrested? That's bad cop activity right there, JR.
Very much so. And a Canadian man arrested after pretending to be Nickelback to steal $25,000 worth of microphones and get some free porn from the local gas station.
He pretended to be Nickelback?
Yes.
Dude. Okay. Nickelback is like one of the worst bands of all time. So, why are you impersonating Nickelback and expecting to get free stuff? First of all, nobody is giving Nickelback free stuff. If you want to get free stuff, pretend you're a roadie for the Stones, or somebody that is a manager for Pink Floyd, or something like that you can actually have some cred with. Nickelback, if I owned a music store and some dude pretending to be Nickelback came in, I'd be like, dude, your albums suck. Beat it. I'm not giving you any free stuff.
Exactly. He gets no love. Good day, sir.
Should have tried to be Simeon Beckler. He would have better luck.
Exactly, Simeon Dwayne Beckler, the man. Here we go. Florida man with suspended license arrested after being seen fleeing traffic accident on a lawnmower naked and swinging while jamming to Future.
I was listening to the beginning of that story, and I'm like, okay, normal, and there's Florida man. As soon as you said lawnmower, naked on a lawnmower, I'm like, yeah, and there's Florida man. There he is. What, like, dude? He was listening to Future.
Yes.
Did you ever notice that Florida man loves Future? He's always loving some Future.
Yes, they do.
That's like 3/4 of his album sales are in Tallahassee.
Exactly. Like, Florida got Future on lock.
It's at Dade County is Future Fan Club Central, bro. Like, oh man, I'm not even going into why you're butt naked on a lawnmower. And B, that's secondary to the fact that how did you get into an accident? Well, that story reads like he was riding the lawnmower like it was a car and got into a quote-unquote car accident while driving the lawnmower. That's the way it reads.
He did.
Okay. So the thing can go, what, like 5 miles an hour? How fast can a lawnmower go? Like a tractor? 10?
Some will go up to 60 and 70 now. Some of them go really fast.
Are you talking like a big farm tractor?
A big ride mower, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like my backyard lawnmower that you ride around on. Oh man, I don't know, bro. But then, that being said, where are your clothes at, bro?
And how did the lawnmower have a radio input or aux port in it? How did the lawnmower have that? Maybe back in the future.
Maybe he was going old school 80s with the freaking with the Mega Blaster, dude. Maybe he had the Mega Blaster up on his shoulder. You know, he had his tape deck, his future tape in, and he was just jamming out Mega Blaster style.
And get this, it said while in the holding cell, he requested that the bailiff play him Future while he's in the holding cell as well.
Shut up. He's stupid.
He sure did. He did request that, John. He sure did.
Dude, in Florida, the Future, that's just the standard music. He didn't have to request that. This is already playing in the jail cell. That's how they keep the inmates calm.
Exactly. Well,
if you take away their future, man, it's like a prison riot.
Exactly. And a Nevada woman arrested after poisoning her husband's Lucky Charms to avoid having sex with him due to not being able to, quote, feel the punishment.
Oh my God, dude. My girl wants to feel the punishment. Holy Lord. I mean, she needs to hook up with... What she needs to do is go on a dating app and just search keyword sexecutioner and then go that route. That's like basically what she's looking for. That's what she's looking for. And why do you gotta poison the dude's Lucky Charms? He's just trying to enjoy a bowl of cereal in the morning. I mean, come on. Just tell the dude, like, you're not big enough for me. You know, if we're gonna continue our sexual relationship, we need to go down to Adult Mart and buy that thing that looks like, you know, Shaquille O'Neal's shoe, and we can use that while we're in the mix. You know, something. You know, add something into the mix to feel the punishment, as you say.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
Oh, boy. That was... I mean, dude, if you're using the phrase feel the punishment, I mean, damn.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. Woo. That was her quote to the cops. Feel the punishment.
And that just makes me wonder, like, if he wasn't providing the punishment, JR, that she needed, how does she know that she wants to feel the punishment and how does she know the amount of punishment that she needs to feel? It sounds like she got the taste of it somewhere out there, and now she wants more, right?
Exactly. She has a feel for she wants to feel more punishment. And obviously it feels like it's nothing there.
Man. And in fairness to her, maybe he's packing a Saturday night special when she wants a bazooka. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my man, extends now over the counter at Kroger's now. Buy some extends. Get bigger down there.
Oh my God!
I remember when Jimmy Johnson was pimping extends at late nights on TV. That was hilarious.
And he didn't care. He cared zero. He gave 0 Fs, man. He was just like, whatever. That check cleared, right? Okay, let's do it.
Exactly. Woo-wee. Florida man's arrested after bringing daughter to meet prostitute for, quote, research on the profession and a career at the exclusive motel.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's two ways to look at this, JR. Okay? The first way is that it's terrible. This is a mother-daughter thing going on, right?
A man
and his daughter.
And daughter.
Okay, so terrible parenting. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is maybe it's the dude is just being realistic. Maybe his daughter doesn't really have many career prospects, and she has shown interest in this career path, albeit misguided. He's saying, okay, honey, you know, if you wanted to be an attorney, I'd take you out to learn about, you know, what attorneys do. But since you want to be a hooker, I'm going to take you out to learn about that. I'm just saying, maybe that was his mindset. I doubt it, but like he's probably trying to pimp her out, bro.
Exactly.
Terrible.
Exactly.
Oh my
God.
God.
And he would be going when I had a sting going.
Oh, dude, that is just creepy. Like, could you imagine? Like what? Seriously. Oh, I got daughters. I mean, there's no scenario in my mind where that would even cross my mind.
Oh. Exactly. We have a story of random ridiculousness. Baggy Pant, Arizona school burglar arrested after getting caught upside down with his balls out on the fence.
Are you telling me this dude got his balls caught on the top of the fence and he was hanging by them?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. A, that's gotta hurt. And B, How embarrassing is that to like somebody to roll up on you and you're just stuck balls out hanging from a fence? Like, dude, I can't.
Had the piercing hurt.
Oh my god, dude, I can't even imagine the pain level. Like, if you, and this is graphic, and I'm sorry, JR, but I have to say it because of the story. If you sit on your balls the wrong way, it hurts real bad.
Yes,
right?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Okay. So now consider that momentary pressure, and then think about this dude hanging by his sack from a fence. It's. I mean, it can't. Seriously, like you would pass out from the pain, right?
Yes.
Oh God.
I'm cringing now just reading it.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh man, that's rough, bro. That's rough. That's one thing, ladies. I'm just gonna tell you now. Just be glad that you can't get kicked in the sack, okay? Because that's not a pleasant experience.
Not at all.
It's not a pleasant experience at all. So
not at all. And we had this one. Florida woman arrested after using stolen credit card to buy plastic and porn stuff.
Well, I mean, how else are you gonna buy plastic and porn stuff, JR? I mean, obviously you're gonna use somebody else's credit card. You want that stuff showing up on your statement, right?
You sure don't.
Right. So you take somebody else's card, you buy what you need, and then they call their credit card company. They're like, look, I didn't buy, this giant, feel the punishment dildo. That's not my style. Please reverse the charges. So no harm, no foul, right?
Exactly. I'm down with that.
I mean, it just seems like standard practice. You certainly don't want to use your own gear for that.
Sure don't.
Okay. Fair
Not
enough.
At all. Well, here we go. Sex-starved Indian wife arrested after chopping off husband's penis after a decade of denial.
Fair question. Are we talking about dot or feather? Dot. Okay. So a decade of denial of sex. So she hadn't had sex, and I'm assuming at all, for a decade, because if she had, then probably she wouldn't be
She
this.
said he didn't need it. He didn't need it because he didn't use it. That was her quote.
So I don't understand. Like 10 years, dude. I mean, 10 mineit's goes by and I'm ready to roll. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's 10 years. Like, what are you doing? You're either closet gay, you're impotent, or your wife is like seriously unattractive and you just can't get it up when you look at her
You got
naked.
somebody else on the side.
Or you got somebody else on the side. But still, none of those 4 reasons that we just gave is reason to have your junk cut off, Chinaman style. So I have to side with my male brother on this one. Really, there's only a few scenarios where the chopping off of penises is just. Maybe if you a rapist or a pedophile or some other, terrible sex act against another, sure, I could justify it. But just because you didn't have sex with someone for 10 years, no, that's not cool. Divorce. Go find somebody who wants to have sex and enjoy your life.
And you know that's a DP, John.
Remember the serious rash of detachable penises that Chinaman had thrown out there in the world?
Exactly.
My man was making a serious run at Florida Man for a while there.
I was real quick a Bossman Show class. Remember how Coach Williams about lost his mind about that?
Yeah, he did. For like 5 minutes on air, he was like, wait a minute. Wait. Am I understanding this correctly? He didn't believe it. He could not believe it. We were both just like, yep. Yes, sir. That's correct.
Exactly. Woo-wee. Here we go. Florida man arrested after going back to retrieve shoes and left over Waffle House he left behind a home he has burglarized hours earlier.
So he was at Waffle House and then left to go back to the scene of the burglary to get his shoes?
Well, he had Waffle House left over at the house. He went back to go get it and get his shoes. Yeah, he brought it over there with him. He left it behind. He was hungry. He went back to go get it.
We've had boss reports before where we've heard of guys eating snacks while they're burglarizing a house. This guy was like, he wasn't sure what snacks were going to be there, and he didn't want to take any chances. He's like, you know what, I'm just going to bring my own to the burglary. And he probably took his shoes off in the recliner while he was eating, his IHOP, or his Waffle House, rather, and, left him there. What kind of shoes were they? Because that plays an important role in my analysis.
Skechers.
Okay, well, I mean, if they were a comfortable pair of Skechers, if they were clean, white, if you took care of them, I could see going back for them. Once you get this pair of shoes broken in, JR, especially if you get to the point where, you break them in to the point where you can just put them on without having to tie the laces, and you don't have to tuck the laces in. Like, they're just opened up to the right spot where you don't even have to touch the laces at all. I might go back for those.
Exactly. I would as well. Florida man doing what he does.
At least he had clothes on.
Exactly.
The first Florida man that we've ever had that went back to put clothes on a burglary.
Exactly. Hey, here we go. Ohio woman arrested after pistol whipping babysitter over a dog, getting loose, and giving her son the sloppy toppy while he played the video game and the baby was rolling around on the floor.
Oh my God! What in the hell? What was the babysitter doing? Like, clearly not keeping an eye on the children.
Exactly.
If your babysitting skills have deteriorated to the point where you don't notice a dog giving the sloppy toppy to one of the kids that you're watching, while the other one is just rolling around on the floor randomly, it's time to hang it up, bro. Hang it up. I'm sorry, but you have checked out. You no longer care about the kids.
Exactly.
Like, dude. That's the type of stuff that you might... I don't know. I think I would notice if one of the dogs was, bobbing up and down to the music, right? Like, what?
Exactly.
Oh, man. And I guess, pistol whipping, maybe a little extreme, I guess. But when it comes to your kids, what would you... Okay, put that scenario to somebody. What would you do if you came home and saw the dog giving the sloppy toppy to one of your kids while the other baby was just rolling around on the floor for no apparent reason at all, and the babysitter was just like, I don't know what happened, I was in the other room doing a crossword puzzle, whatever. You don't know. You would probably flip out.
Off.
Yeah, you go off. And if you had a gun, I give her credit for not shooting her, honestly. I mean, usually if there's a gun involved, that thing's getting popped off, right?
Exactly. Woo. That story right there is gonna make the interview for sure. I know that right now.
I mean, dude, she just checked out completely. Like, she was out back smoking cigarettes and drinking ice cream.
Like, poor baby on the floor rolling around, and the other kids getting dog topping them off.
Like I just have a picture in my head of the baby just like rolling around randomly on the floor for no reason. Like picking up a 10-day-old gummy bear stuck to his forehead and stuff. Like one of the self-cleaning robots just rolling around the floor.
Exactly. Woo-wee. Oh my God. Florida man arrested after wiping feces on pier to mark his favorite fishing spot with his set.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little territorial to me. Like, what is the... I'm sorry, you caught me off guard with that one. Did he just like reach back there and pinch one off and then spread it around on the pier? Is that what I'm supposed to understand?
Yes.
I'm on a very set schedule in that regard, so I can't just walk around town and when I get to a spot that I claim is mine, pinch one off and wipe it on.
But if you're PSA Atlanta, you can.
Yeah, that's true. If you worked at PSA Atlanta, you'd have no choice but to be doing that all day long.
Exactly. Oh, man.
But here's the other thing, a fishing spot, right?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
don't you typically like move around when you're fishing because the fish don't just sit in one spot, they swim around. So really, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. Like the other part is they mentioned his set, like him and his buddies are there.
His set, yeah.
You know that his buddies were like just talking him into it, you know, and then now they're just laughing at him like, I can't believe he did that.
Exactly. Now you go down and get your own jumpsuit for it now.
Terrible.
Ooh-wee. Brooklyn man catches fade after offering to pay for someone's meal at Crystal.
So, how much was it?
The meal was $4.79, and the man had any money. He offered to pay for the meal, and he got beat down.
That's terrible. First of all, Crystal is delicious. Okay. I spent 2 weeks in Ponte Vedra Beach when I was younger, and in my early 20s, and I literally ate Crystal probably at least once a day, more likely twice a day while I was there because it was delicious. I don't understand, like, they beat the dude down because he was trying to pay for another guy's meal.
Yep.
Like, that's called Good Samaritan, right? Like, there have been times in my life where I've been at the grocery store and the person in front of you comes up, you know, $5 short, or they forgot their wallet and they're buying $10 worth of stuff, and you're like, you know what, it's just here, just add it to mine, take what you gotta go. It's whatever, right? You're just doing a good deed.
Wow.
You're not supposed to get beat down for that. I don't even understand that. Like, that frame of mind. Like, how do you? Were they taking it as an insult? So
had to be. So I'm like, why you beat this man down for this? This is a good act.
Yeah, but also let's get back to the fact that Crystal is delicious. Okay, you're a Florida man. It is fantastic, right?
I'm a Crystal man, not a White Castle man. Because White Castle sends me to the damn bathroom fast.
Dude,
Crystal don't.
Crystal is like 10 times better than White Castle. 10 times.
White Castle number my Lancer is in food form.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Terrible.
There's no doubt about that. I used to, and I don't want to cut the next story short, but I used to live across the street from a White Castle. I used to live literally directly across the street from a White Castle in college.
Man, that place is terrible. I'll give you a quick story. Tennessee State, we couldn't eat White Castle because of what it cost. One day we all had White Castle donated to us, and just to say here, everybody was in the bathrooms. It was clogged up.
Well, if you actually ever like open up one of the burgers, it's like green, dude. It doesn't even look like a hamburger, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Think about this, John. Over 100 guys are crapping their pants off after.
Stop. Were you guys going fishing? You try to mark your spot with your set?
Exactly, like for real. Like, it's us all to the bathroom tripping in Gypsy Center. We was all messed up.
Yeah, that's rough, bro.
And we got Florida man arrested after speed off a stolen car with 9 baby parrots, 5 gators, 4 fish, and 2 kids.
Wait, run that back, bro.
Florida man arrested after ride off a stolen car with 9 baby parrots, 5 gators, 4 fish, and 2 kids.
And 2 kids? I thought that's what you threw in at the end. What? Why do you have more pets than kids in there, bro? Why?
Exactly.
He had a freaking zoo in the back seat with his kids, right?
Yes.
Well, at least none of them were giving the sloppy toppy to the kids, so I guess that's better than the babysitter story, right?
Exactly.
Where do you even get all that stuff? A, why do you have that many weird pets like that? And second of all, where do you get all that stuff? Never once in my life have I gone out in search of a parrot. What makes you go to that point? Like a dog, cat, maybe a bunny, hamster, something like that, goldfish. What makes you wake up one day and go, you know what? This house needs 9 baby parrots. That's what we need.
5 baby gators, 4 fish, and 2 kids.
We need a flock of parrots flying around this bad boy.
Man. And don't parrots talk?
Yeah, I think that they mimic. So that would be really bad. Like, what if you lived in a parrot house and you were like having some dirt on the low, right? And so your lady comes over and you're doing your thing, and then your wife or your girlfriend comes over later on, and then all of a sudden the parents start like rehashing what went on while she was gone. You'd be like, oh,
exactly.
Shut up.
J.C. Smith and Rod Reed cannot have parents.
No. No, definitely not. Rod Reed for sure, dude. That would be the most foul-mouthed parent on the planet, bro. Actually, that might be good for him. Like, what we could do, this is what okay, the next time you see Coach Reed, you let him know. Actually, text him after the show and let him know this is an idea. It's going to save his voice throughout the season. What he does is he gets a parrot, and he goes on a couple rants that he will need during the season, missed opportunity rant, slacking effort rant, can't believe you missed that field goal rant, and then during the season, instead of having to go through all those, he just gets the parrot to start saying that for him. So once the parrot rips off the rant for him, he saves his voice, and the guys still get the point, right?
Exactly.
And he technically can't get in trouble for anything that he says because he didn't say it, the parrot did.
Exactly. Which is
Which is even better for him because
exactly. Woo. We got 3 more to go, people. 3 more to go. Great report so far. Pennsylvania man in drunk lives matter shirt arrested for DUI in Memphis. It said, quote, "The meth was here to get me off. So when I go play golf."
The meth was here to get me off when I go play golf?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, I don't even know what the hell that means. How do you play golf on methamphetamines?
Exactly.
Like the slowest sport in the world, and you're going to try to do it all jacked up on meth? Like, it doesn't seem like you're going to play very well, bro.
Not at all.
You're supposed to have nerves of steel. You've got nerves of nothing.
Exactly. Uh-oh. Florida woman arrested after waving condom at deputy and telling him to try this on for size, then jump in my crater and make me waver.
Well, I mean, she got arrested for this?
Yes.
Like, what do you charge? I mean, it is stupid, but like, what do you charge? What's the charge? Like, I don't even know what it would be.
Disrespect to an officer.
What? You know why? You know why she got arrested? Because she was waving around a Magnum, and my man was like,
A lifestyle with Durex.
I can't feel that. He got
or
mad.
Health department.
He got mad and he arrested her.
He couldn't provide the punishment.
He couldn't provide the punishment she needed, so he arrested her. Oh, Lord.
And final story is this, John. Tennessee man arrested after urinating on 50 pairs of shoes at Walmart while getting his freak on to Keith Sweat in Jodeci.
This happened in Tennessee?
Yes, at Walmart.
At Walmart? Didn't you text me from Walmart the other day?
Negative.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very positive.
Are you positive? When was the last time you were in Walmart, JR?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. When did this story take place?
Last week.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure because sometimes when the Tennessee stories come up, I just got to make sure that I know your whereabouts during the time frame that the story happened because this is important to note. You are still a Florida man at heart.
Exactly. So, okay, when you insert Tennessee, you think of me and JC at the same time, don't you? It's always JC or JR. Which one was it?
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to choose the JC ones.
Exactly. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to him doing the Boston Report last few weeks. He's doing a great job of emailing the Boston Report. Shout out to JC. I know you clown on him all the time, but he does a good job of it when he fills in. But before you close up the Boston Report, John, what is your take on today's report? I told you it's going to be crazy as hell, John. I told you it's going to be crazy. Just take on today's report, man.
I can't get past the, once in a while, one of the stories on the Boss Report just sticks with me, right? And it's one that I'm analytical by nature. So the babysitter story, I can't stop in my head throughout this whole report. I've been still analyzing the babysitter story, and I'm trying to figure out what in God's name this chick was doing while the dog was topping off the kid, and the baby was rolling around on the floor. Like, it's one thing if you're playing with the baby and the baby's like goo gaga on the floor rolling around. It's a whole nother thing if you're not even aware that the kid's on the floor and he's just like, break dancing, throughout the living room. That one got me, man. That one got me.
I hear you, man. Hey, well, folks, it's Bossman, BossmanRadio.com. We are out.
And if you don't know, now you know.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.